Absolutely not. No.
The storyline is unbelievable from you. Now, we have a new member in the server. A new player has joined. Yao, I know absolutely nothing about him apart from that haircut is absolutely on point, Michael. I think you'd suit that haircut.
No, I don't think I would.
No, I think you would. I think I could. Can we, production, can we possibly get Guz's face photoshopped with that? I just want to see what it would look like.
Do not. If you guys do that, I will quit.
I'll do it for sure then. I will pay you all of my paychecks to do it then. Guys, Rival have looked quite good. They've been very competitive. I feel as though this is probably one of the better starts to a stage we've seen from a team like this.
Yeah, Rival been, again, as I mentioned, strong contender through the mid-pack. And one of their biggest bargaining chips throughout this stage has been Azuki, as you can see on the graphic listed with a 129 EPS, which essentially puts him, by my calculations, what I've got on screen, my behind-the-scenes stats, as the top-rated player heading into the night across the entire of Asia League here for Stage 2. So
no way. That's
very impressive from him. The entry has been solid at an 8.6, but more importantly, his cost 72%. Indicative that he's having a lot of impact consistently in these rounds, and that's helping the rest of the team out massively.
Now, you've just got to wake him up. That's the only problem, Xenox. He's just got to make it to a broadcast on time and he'll pop off. What are your thoughts on this roster? Because I don't think we've really had a powwow about it.
Yeah, I think there's good elements to it. Of course, when we had the interview with Jackie Wu, Rob, the biggest insight we got from him was sort of the camaraderie, the fun aspect. He said it was like the most fun he's had, playing on a team in Siege. And he's been on a few teams. He said that himself. He was very open and honest in that interview. And I mean, I think that's actually quite telling. If you're enjoying your time on this roster, it then becomes easier to improve as a team. Sure, they've had a great stage thus far, and they could certainly cap it off with a good little playoff run and, look to be competitive against your Bleeds, your Elevates, etc. And they play Bleed tomorrow, actually, to start. Oh, no, sorry, not tomorrow, in the next playday next week. So as long as they get through this unscathed against HASIB, it puts them into a pretty decent little warm-up, then going into playoffs. And I think that with Azuki's firepower, Jackie Wu finding some form, you've got Scarlet, who's typically been playing quite well. Of course, we don't know anything about Yao and how he's going to play, but I think that this is the kind of team that going into next year, I guess at this point, that's when I'll expect more. But right now, what a great stage. It's been awesome. They've learnt so much. They'll take a lot of learnings from this stage. And yeah, next year's where I'm really going to look at them with, a different view.
Yeah, well, I guess we can keep our eyes set on the future for them, even though they're still doing some damage now. Let's hope that they have a bit of fun in the playoffs and in this game as well. If ever you were going to enjoy yourself, I'm not taking too much away from HASIB. They've been very good, but this is the game that you really need to let loose and see what you can get done. Speaking of HASIB, their opponents for this evening, a roster that coming into this we had written off alongside Knock Knock. Unfortunately, it's just the way these South Asia teams have kind of progressed throughout the last 4 or 5 years. It's always really difficult to make a case because they've probably made the best case that they could have for themselves this stage. They have been unlucky in some games, but they're still looking quite competitive. And then I just saw the Spidey time.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like Fatah is out and Spidey time is in, although I just got word behind the scenes that he left the lobby, so I don't know if that means Fatah's going back or he's seed. We'll wait and see once the server loads in, I suppose, as to who's actually playing tonight. As I said before, HASIB have had moments of brilliance throughout this stage, and actually is quite surprising to see them stranded at the bottom of the standings with just a singular point. I still wish we had have seen their match against Bleed play out, because unironically, they probably looked like one of the most competitive teams against Bleed. Unfortunately, though, that moment in time hasn't really been transferable to their other matches. But I think there is an opportunity still tonight for them to have impact.
Jake, you reckon they can do it in the server? Do you reckon they can get it done against Rival Esports?
No. Ask me another question.
How was the snake?
It was great. 50% less sugar. Amazing. Wow. I can't believe the confectionery that you can get in this day and age.
Do you feel 50% lighter?
I don't think it works that way, Rob. Unfortunately, we're big boys. We're not very light. We're not nimble.
Hey, what are you roping me into this conversation? What's going on here? What's going on here? I'm not the one eating 50% snakes. I'm just eating a whole bag of popcorn to myself.
Maybe you should.
Whoa! Whoa! What's with the side
Oh, no.
swipe?
I feel so
God.
bad now, Rob.
Oh,
I really
you know
do.
what?
I
Let's
wanna-
get it. Let's move on
Yeah,
together,
move
Xenox.
on.
You and I will do
Move on.
we'll do the veto graphic, mate.
We'll
Just
kiss
you
and make
me.
up later.
Yeah, that's okay. You can give my bald head a bit of a rub better. Maybe my tummy as well at this rate, apparently, because that's just what happens when you eat full sugar snakes. Oh God. Oh, I've sent it again. Rival Esports and HASIB. I see a lair still in. I have a feeling we're
see it.
going back to
I don't believe it.
Michael. There's no way. Baby.
It's Clubhouse. You've got the most played map versus the least played map. There's a hint of irony in the last two there. HASIB not wanting to go to Lair, maybe saving that one for 2025.
Oh. I'm really disappointed. I would have loved to have seen 2 back-to-back games on Lair, as well as 2 South Asia teams going back-to-back on Lair. That would have been spicy. But guys, I mean, this one's it's a rough one. It doesn't get as rough as that man in the middle, but it's going to be rough.
Oh, I just realized, Rob, and I've
here
only
we
put
go.
it together. I'm assuming. Are we filling? By the way, are we filling?
I think we've got a little bit of time. Yeah,
A little bit.
of time. No,
so
we don't have time. Speed through it.
Oh, okay. Very quickly though, the if HASIB lose this game, they are locked out, bottom 2, and so are Knock Knock.
Wow, that what? Both of them?
Yep.
Oh, that is absolutely devastating. Well, this is must-win territory for HASIB. That changes the stakes entirely. It goes from 50% sugarless snakes to all of a sudden everything's on the line. That's just what happens here in the Asian League. We get underway with Clubhouse. Rival Esports look to continue their dominant form in their first stage against HASIB Warriors.
Yeah, as they say, Rob, must watch footy. In this case, must watch Siege. Yeah, the stakes have just gone up right now after that little comment, guys. Suddenly we can actually go into a big game. HASIB Warriors must win to keep their hopes alive of playoffs. The only way they make playoffs, and you know, it's actually quite feasible. I can't believe I'm saying this. I've completely flipped my tune on this, Michael. Completely. Because if HASIB win this game, can you tell me the statistical likelihood that Rival beat Bleed next week?
Incredibly low.
Bleed
I think
beat
it's
Rival.
more likely that Rob would go to Montreal than Rival would win that game. So, impossible, pretty much.
So it does mean if HASIB win this game and Rival lose to Bleed, HASIB versus Fury determines whether or not Rival would finish bottom 2.
But did you calculate round differential into that? Or
It's irrelevant because HASIB are on 1 point. So the 2 wins would, you know,
For
put them to
Knock
7. I'm not Knock Knock's in the conversation. I'm talking about HASIB here. Forget about Knock Knock.
Sorry, I was thinking about Knock Knock because you mentioned them before. Because Knock Knock also get gate capped if HASIB loses this game, as you mentioned.
That's correct. Yeah.
So
Well, I
this
think
is
Knock Knock's
this is
in a
the
far
final
worse
hope
position.
for South Asia. This is the final hope for South Asia.
So glad you brought up Knock Knock. They're in a worse situation because of said round differential, as you mentioned, right? So they'd have to make up the round differential to overtake Rival, which is probably unlikely to happen. So for HASIB, they have to win this game against Rival and then also beat Fury next week. And I know that sounds like a lot, but Fury haven't been playing great. We know that HASIB tend to have better proficiency against the Southeast Asian teams. And the fact that Rival are also playing Bleed, that makes it a little bit scary. So for Rival, get the job done, put HASIB to the side. And if they do that, then at the conclusion of tonight, of course, the bottom 2 will be set in stone. Knock Knock, HASIB will be out of Asia League.
Yeah, both teams, though, tonight playing with substitutes. So we'll see how that plays into things. But it is on Clubhouse, so if there's any map where you can slot in the sub, it is certainly this one. Basement for the first round, and a top 4 roam Rival who will be looking to really kickstart with a strong half here. In terms of the ban phase, the Monty off the board alongside Ying. Very path, of course. Does leave the Blitz though in play, and we're going to see that from Taha here for the opening round. Defensively, we did see an individual question mark. Perhaps target ban there from Rival. Could weaken the roam potentially a little bit. And as for the 2-brow, expect that to be a little bit more impactful on the top floors, where wall denial is more prevalent. Azuki, though, the man of the hour, looking for an initial spawn peak, doesn't find much. 3 peaks, though, and lucky to get away with his life.
I'm curious to see how Yao's going to perform in this game. Unfortunately for Scarlet, couldn't get into the server in time. Of course, listed substitute, so it's not like it's a coach situation, which is great. You know, it is the core sub for the team. Gets his opportunity. A dirt push at the moment now for HASIB Warriors, with Taha wants peace on the blitz, then also wanting peace inside a kitchen. And HASIB, who also wants peace, is on the exterior. Mighty Time clearly doesn't want peace.
Well, Jackie Wu low on HP, but these keeper barriers are posing problems for the dirt push. Taha does have diffuser in hand, smoke's deployed. But he is dead.
The round over?
The round is over.
Why is HASIB wants peace over there? Expecting maybe a main stairs push as a flank op over towards kitchen. He does want peace. It's going to be a very difficult half, I think, for HASIB Warriors, right? Backing into Rival. Rival also, I think, this stage, guys, they've impressed. They're going to, provided they win this game, go to 4th at the conclusion of tonight. Whether they can stay there or not is, yeah, difficult to know. Biggest thing, of course, is that that 3rd place for No Cap looking pretty nice for them. And I think that's going to be pretty locked in as well. So it means for Rival, very likely they could be, say, playing Fury. That would be a great quarterfinal.
Yeah. I think Fury would probably be tested in that match, to be honest, depending on how Rival perform in best of 3s. The map pool might be a little bit more in jeopardy.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
Would that be a success on the stage if they were to you know, make a semi-final? Regardless of whoever they beat in the quarterfinal, would that just be... Yeah, with the expectation they'll lose to Bleed, right? But I think that would be a pretty successful stage for them, where they're at.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of at the point now where it's all about looking ahead. I know we've still got a whole play day to go through, but with the top 2 and in the top 2, 1 and 2 sewn up, and the bottom 2 about to be sewn up, and really not a lot to move around in the middle either. Next week, in terms of play day 7, unfortunately doesn't offer a whole lot. Maybe the biggest game of all will be Direwolves versus Elevate Guys, where Direwolves will have a chance to, I guess, kind of pick their poison as to where they finish. In this game, though, HASIB wants... HASIB Warriors, who want peace, into the second round. Another opportunity. The first one, completely squandered. That dirt push shut down very quickly into the round. Rival not playing around. We go to gym bedroom. Up onto the roof at the moment and looking like a pretty default lineup when it comes to HASIB Warriors. Double hard breach with the Thatcher. They'll put pressure over towards CCTV. Look to open up Jacuzzi, maybe Con. And Songla is prepared for contact in towards CCTV. As that breach gets opened up, he needs to fall back over to red.
Yeah, position vacated, and garage control now pretty easy to obtain for the attack. Songla, though, will post up top red stairs. Also some pressure down below here from Jackie Wu, so he's playing contact. Making sure that nobody's able to sneak up main stairs, which can certainly weaken this gym side hold. We've got a pretty cool roll down below. Hard breach once more here in through Con. So both CC and Con open pretty easily by HASIB. See if Jacuzzi ends up being a point of interest for them. And in the midway point of the round, so it's been pretty efficient from them. Cash next in line. Songla has a Nitro ready to go. Jackie's been droned. Shots rain out. Nitro to follow. And it does land. Spidey time on the ground.
Entirely eliminated though, and Songla has been, and Spidey time is back up off the ground. 60 seconds remaining, and HASIB Warriors have got themselves a player advantage. Pressure towards balcony from Baz, looking in towards bedroom. Jackie Wu down below in bar, and they've still got main stairs control with Hinjin, but Yao feeling the pressure, he's going to fall back. Suddenly a very winnable round for HASIB Warriors, provided they don't look to push last second. Jackie Wu still playing below. Din wants peace towards lounge, maybe hunting.
Yeah, they don't have time. 30 seconds, like a pressure site. Jackie Wu vacates. Maybe a threat up main could unlock his defense, but
20 seconds, still a decent amount of time as Jackie Wu's made his way back up towards top main, contesting logistics, providing cover for Yao. Good headshot onto Taha. Yao's gonna fall behind the shield. Back down main stairs he goes. Spidey time in towards bedroom. Barricade being broken down. Don't know about the timing here from Hinjin making his way back up from main. Jackie Wu's done more than enough though, as he wants peace. Will stick the diffuser. Almost loses his life. Indeed, he now will. And Baz is very low. Inside a bathroom at the moment. Hinjin, no nitrocell. Decent amount of time. There's an easy peek, and Baz will die. And with that, Rival are going to get their second round.
well, time ultimately wasn't the biggest of problems for HASIB. They were able to stick that diffuser. Rotation down below there from Hinjin was certainly intriguing, and I think probably opened up that opportunity for the plan to go down. There's also maybe a lack of discipline in the 2 versus 2 swinging for plant denial as opposed to maybe waiting to consolidate, but I can kind of understand the theory behind that. Either way though, Rival walk away with another round win. 2 straight. Cash hold was great. Immediately traded off the back of the down. Good hold from Jackie Wu this round. I think timed his run up main well. Maybe questioning the swing there a little bit. We should have anticipated cover, but not the worst of plays, especially when you have Hinjin there to clutch up and able to do so in a clean fashion.
At least they were competitive. A very decent round. Good early kill. Good clearance over towards the cash and CCTV side as we'll get a rehost. Final game of the night. Will definitely have the most subjective chances of probably issues, unfortunately. Zuki completely disconnecting too as per the camera. And we will just see a full-blown rehost. So I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being break territory coming up very shortly, guys, as these ones can certainly take a little bit longer. In fact, what is HASIB's got to be careful here. What he's watching. He's going straight to the Twitch.
Just
straight to the Twitch. Oh, no. I kind of want to watch
live VOD review.
Yeah, like live. It's like live VOD reviewing. Plus, there is delay. Wonder if he's listening.
No, definitely not.
I hope not. For his sake, not mine. It doesn't bother me. But to be fair,
I do believe a break is ready, though, Jake. If you
I know, I know, but this is more entertaining. We'll go to a break anyway. Oh, but look, he's full screen now. He's studying. That's an interesting mic stand as well, guys. Have you seen anything like that before? It's got a little LED light on the mic stand.
No, but I want one.
That is actually pretty cool. It's set up nicely. He's watching intently. All right, let's go to the break because we could be here a while, and hopefully we aren't. And for HASIB wants peace if he ends up watching to this point. Hello. So we return after an extended break due to a technical issue relating to Azuki. He is back in.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defeated.
It does seem like we haven't actually done the bands, so I do hope no one plays any of the band operators, Gus. Always one to be mindful of. Not that I can personally remember the band operators, but yeah, don't. There you go. Monty, Ying, Vigil, Tuberal. Don't pick them.
Yeah, look, to be honest, if you're at this level of play and you can't remember the bands, you're probably not locked in enough. So, yeah, hopefully we don't see that. Otherwise, it's like another break. But yeah, good to be back in. 2-0 scoreline for Rival off to a rather dominant start in this matchup. Tertiary site though now on offer for HASIB to exploit. And it's looking like we're going to see a Capital clear rafters.
Swapping max.
Now, the very intriguing nature, of course, of Asia League, we have these technical issues and delays. You get 10 minutes, of course, until you got to get back into the server. No subs allowed. The intriguing nature of this one was it was actually Rival Esports, and had they, well, had to forfeit, not only would have that been all 3 points to HASIB, putting Rival at threat of bottom 2, but it also would have been an absolutely amazing result for Knock Knock, because the Rival round differential would have been, well, absolutely erased. So, doesn't happen. But we move on, and Rival, of course, with their 2-0 lead. As we head to the tertiary site, Cash and CCTV looking to put pressure towards Garage. Secondary breach on towards that back wall, and the Capita, of course, there to try and clear out anyone in towards Rafters, which is being held by Songla on the Azami.
Floor is in play, and so HASIB can use those Rotaries to help clear key barriers towards Garage Rafters. The problem with that being, they can be shot whilst in motion, and Songla will do just that. So probably not the most effective tool in dealing with them, but either way, that Selma could be nice. A half from main breach, line of sight potentially in towards Garage, unless it was impacted, which I think it might have been. I didn't see if floor got open, but either way. Jackie gets the first kill. Shadow advantage for the player on Rafters, and Songla should win this fight. These keeper barriers yet to be cleared.
Needs pressure from main breach. They just can't quite find the angle. Songla now can fall back, play second. Keep a barrier. He is very much aware of the fact that if he does overextend towards the staircase, he is a little bit more vulnerable. Spidey time, always a good time as he tries to put pressure from said breach. 50 seconds, by the way, so you got to start to pick up the pace. Haven't even fully opened up breach, and Songla winning that fight from there. It is a travesty for poor old Spidey time. Where's the incendiaries up above, though? What's happened here?
Yeah, good question. Not enough. Unfortunately, the synergies were misplaced. Not synced with other points of pressure. Spidey time was dry peak breach. Is not what you want. So that is another confident round from the defense. And I'm not getting too excited because that was very one-sided.
I mean,
What do you mean?
I feel like that was around where they probably had a really good idea as to what they wanted to do, but the execution was just all over the place. You kind of said it there, the dry peak. Yeah, the fact that that's flawless on the tertiary site, Gus, is very rare. I think usually you can lose that round, for example, that site as an attacking team, but usually it's because it's scrappy and it's close and becomes, down to sort of getting the plant. It's not often you see a team just get that stalled out on the attack where you can't clear out Rafters, can't clear out Garage, can't play off the main breach, no pressure towards Con, in towards Cash, you got nothing in towards Lounge, creeping up Red. There's just nothing happening on the map. Beaten in all places, all facets of that round, and now you got to go back down to basement and do the whole cycle once again. It's not pretty viewing, unfortunately, for HASIB Warriors.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
No, it's not. But we'll see if on this second rotation they can tidy things up a little bit. Mirror is available, and so a one-gun strategy here will likely be the way in which they elect to play this. That being said, Azuki is currently on the second floor. Always a dangerous man to clear. Seems to be heavily favouring this start over towards main stairs, and once again peeking outside. Oh, shots land. Not the kill. Would have been a massive pick onto that Habana if he was able to find it. More importantly, though, after missing those shots, or the required shots, he is able to escape and get back down main. Warden always a very powerful anchor in the late round.
I mean, intriguing. Of course, no Montang available. We saw the blitz in the opening round, guys. It feels like a lifetime ago now, but it was the dirt push. I'm surprised they haven't opted to go for that once again. Play behind the shield. Don't necessarily need to, of course, play it the same way that you did, but it's still a really valuable operator in a meta where it is so strong. Pressure towards main as Azuki hears the floorboards being opened up. It's the freest kill you'll ever get. You're completely unaware. Bark looking to put pressure with the skeleton key. You're already holding mid-stairs. Never got cleared. Never got checked. Spidey time. On the Dockerby, still 2 logic bombs available. Now, just dry peeking down main. They got one over towards Secret as well, so Baz can get some pressure in. Spots an open view of Triple. Slow, steady approach right now from HASIB Warriors, but you've now lost so much potential in towards Kitchen. Look at the floorboards. Not broken up, are they?
No, they're not. It's going to be a rough round here, I feel, for HASIB again. Like vertical pressure now could prove costly, and it does. Jackie Wu able to peek up above. Get that pick. Meanwhile, HASIB trying to chip away at Kitchen Hatch, but even that's proven to be a problem. Maybe they'll find success over towards Blue with entry. But Jackie Wu good for 2.
Jackie, woohoo! One of my favorite players. Absolutely. Round's over. I have not been able to clear out Arsenal. You've still got mirror windows in towards Blue. Double stack, never going to work when they've got information on both the remaining players. Jackie, woo. Thumbs up clutch. What a season. What a stage that he has been having.
Crisis meeting for HASIB Warriors now. 0-4 down and lacking competitiveness in this match. How did they turn this one around? I think they've really just got to lock in and focus on getting fundamental checklists done. It's so critical here in Clubhouse, and they're just failing in that regard. We saw it in the last round with the Buck getting caught off on Vert. Kitchen Hatch never really opened up or pressured accordingly, not in a timely fashion. We saw inklings of an opening over towards Blue, but by that point the round was unfortunately much over. So these key mistakes, fortunately, are coming back to bite them. Yeah, that was just HASIB, I believe, trying to collect kit. Our positions ultimately then not cleared in the backline, and his army quite powerful.
I'm going to ask Prod for a second here, guys. I want your thoughts on this. Can we get a glimpse of the player cams, especially for HASIB Warriors? Is that... No, yeah. HASIB Warriors. Is that a possibility here in the prep phase? We're not going to miss too much. It's only a short little foray over. Maybe not. Actually, we've lost them all together, so maybe not the best time to ask for the player cams. We'll come back to that one. 4-0 here as we head over to Gym Bedroom. Once again, not looking to employ any of the shield operations.
Operation? Just create a new word.
I'm trying here. There we
go. We gotta try
cams.
Gotta try something in this game because it's a rough one at the moment.
Now,
it's only versus here.
I'm gonna ask again. Can we get Spidey time on the player cam here, just very quickly? Is that a possibility? Okay. He's going full-blown Spider-Man mode halfway up the wall. What is going on with this camera?
And he's been death staring frozen for quite some time now, I've noticed.
That is terrifying. He's crawling up the wall.
He's living up to his name. So, a castle bar strat here from the defense. Jackie Wu likely to lurk down below, and the castle barricades just offer some protection against that. And he's likely trying to play that position to prevent the push-up main stairs, which I like. Kenna's wall soft, but Azuki to contest. Oh my goodness, that read absolutely spot on. Probably should have been rewarded with the kill, but didn't able to escape. On meanwhile, opened up. Pressure into Logi. But you can see Rival continue to react accordingly.
Well, HASIB gets the opening kill. Engine on the Valkyrie. Does not win the battle.
Spidey time's the right way up now. That's a dangerous sign. Dominant. Dominus.
He's still not frozen though.
He's
So he's not unfrozen. Yeah, he's locked in. Jackie Wu once again continues to have such an amazing stage. As he contains bathroom, HASIB Warriors on for a long approach. Spidey time through bar. Does he expect one to be towards top main? Yeah, I was going to get this information, this intel on the mute. He does have a nitro cell, and they did lose Jackie Wu. Bathroom vulnerable, quite high launcher, and Yao just overwhelmed. Breach of Jacuzzi, plus the player pushing up main. Songla needs the 1v4. There's two to go. And they are separate, one in logistics, one outside on the balcony. But HASIB wants peace, wants none of this 1v4 shenanigans. Round win for HASIB Warriors.
Yeah, Taha, you can see in the player cams laying down the law there at the conclusion of that round. Clearly finding some success off the back of the tactical, and as I said, they needed to work on just chipping away at their checklist without giving away free picks, and they were able to achieve that. I think Din was very lucky early on the Grim to not fall to Injin, I believe it was, very early on in the round.
You're correct.
Maybe, but fortunately he did. He got some value from the Vs actually later on in the piece. 1v4 got a little bit scary, but see if able to find good timing there and win out the round.
Well, they only need two. It's the old saying on Clubhouse, 2 attacking rounds will get the job done. They go to Cash and CCTV to close it out, Rival. No surprise, they won it flawlessly last time, so looking to emulate that once again. Similar looking lineup. I imagine Songla on the Azami will eventually make his way back over towards Rafters. As for HASIB Warriors, what will they look to do in changing it up? No Capital at the moment.
5 seconds remaining.
May elect to go for a more con-side push with this current lineup.
Must locate and defuse a bomb.
A hard breach with the Flores and the Buck. Curious to see what their approach is going to be in this round, because last time out it was an absolute mess over towards Garage. It was flawless for Rival. Incredibly clean, but also certainly riddled with errors if you are from the perspective of HASIB Warriors. Right now, though, just default making their way over. Nitrocell in hand for Azuki. That gets popped. But yet to do anything more than that.
Yeah, the call here will be for Hinjin to shoot the canister. Stick with Nitro.
And nothing.
Hard breach on the wall might be a little bit compromised, but outside of that, nothing that will likely not be corrected. Hinjin does have an impact in hand, but elects not to use it. So that's now CC wall, I believe, opened up. Elsewhere, HASIB is like through Jacuzzi. So again, I like this from HASIB again. Just you need to chip away at the hard breach. The fundamentals done. Commit to a push. Doesn't look like Rafters is the priority this time around. Instead, push through con. Fortunately, Spidey time does fall. Get the possession as the sub, but does put a bit of pressure on the rest of the team.
I like this little angle though for HASIB once piece, but what are the odds that Rival are going to be just running around on Cash carelessly? Can't just be sitting there forever expecting to be able to find a free kill. Double stack towards Rafters, something to consider here for HASIB Warriors, but they're not going to pressure it. It certainly will be a boon for Rival at the latter stage of the round. Hinjin just holding his position inside of Cash. more magnets to go out, suppressing the potential of a util dump later in the round. Engine, though, does lose his life. Din with an incredible shot. Clears out the Wamai, and that suddenly changes the scope of this round. Yellow ping intel is old intel. Still got the mirror facing in towards Cash. Top red needs to be cleared. Need to send someone lounge. Zuki gets caught. Dead. Traded immediately by Jackie Wu. 3 versus 3. And Yao will get rid of Baz. Rival take the lead in the round.
Yeah, this mirror window is absolutely killing the attack. They don't have a breach kennels where they can walk through and swing that if they want. They don't have an Ash to hard counter. The window
needs
is
to go
double
lounge to
stacked
red.
below.
This is not it.
Double stacked, so they couldn't at the time at least.
Seconds remaining.
Fortunately, round over.
This is a lovely little spot as well for Songler that he's made his own towards Rafters, and Jackie Wu will finish off the round as we close out the half. 5-1 lead for Rival established going into the second half. Final game of the day. Playday 6 of Asia League. Of course, returning next week for Playday 7. We have, though, gone through quite a lot in terms of today. Elevate locked in for number 2 spot. Bleed locked in for number 1. Right now, if Rival go on and win this game, it will be HASIB and Knock Knock locked out of the playoffs. They will be bottom 2 confirmed at the conclusion of this match.
We'll see if things on the defensive half for HASIB Warriors is a little bit more fruitful. I would expect them to be more competitive, but unfortunately that lead has ballooned out quite significantly in favor of Rival. Basement go for the first round, Malusi in play. Malusi's been a little bit hot and cold, especially after losing her magnified scope, but that utility can still be relatively strong in stalling out pushes and, probably more importantly than that, feeding information to the defense. And alongside the bulk, it should mean that the alert threat is less advantageous. Reinforcements up above here from the defense, suggesting that we are going to see a fall off roam. Rival don't have any tools to directly info gather those players. No Lion, no Jackal, no Deimos. So they could have some troubles here on the roam. We'll see how it goes.
Swapping bags.
I do like the aggression, though, at the very least. Not looking to just kind of play sight. Always reward teams when they actually try to be aggressive and take the risks. That certainly can benefit with the reward. Does, of course, leave you vulnerable. If Rival get some good entries, then suddenly the roam can be shut down. Interesting drone here for Yao, looking to play off it, and starts to immediately put pressure at Cash. There is a peek back from Con. Spider Time can drop Hatch. Certainly starting to feel the pressure now. Wanted to take the peek, and the jiggle is unsuccessful. And out on the balcony, though, Rival lose a couple of players as well at the same time. Spider Time's not dead. He's down, though. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it out safely, but a drop down through the hatch, so maybe there is help here for him once the medic arrives, of course.
Oh, well, Taha fell down the hatch.
I don't think Taha meant to do that, guys. I don't think he meant to.
No. That down may expire. So, potential misplay, but it is still a 4 versus 3, so it's not the end of the world. Songla to maybe go for a hit through dirt.
I just watched him turn around towards Spidey Time and it just drops. That's funny, though. That is actually quite comedic. Look at the blood trail!
IED active. Sweeping.
He was crawling to the moto hatch. Oh no, Spidey Time got left behind. This everyone's piece still just sitting inside a stock. Triple stack over towards bar for Rival. He's left an absolute mess. 60 seconds still in the round, but they've really done little to no work towards kitchen and the hallway. In fact, just straight towards main, maybe looking to get pressure towards triple. Drone to go down. Not a lot of time to find this information. Songler just more so checking to see. And they get a safe plant potentially inside of Arsenal. And Hinjin are a very last second flank towards dirt.
I mean, the flashbangs here may facilitate drop, but this is going to be really tough for Rival. Limited info.
It's the old classic 20-second hit. There was one peeking. Baz was completely out of position there. Overexposed his position. One in towards blue, tagged up. While this is all happening, Songler managed to make his way in to get the plant, of which now he needs to defend in a 1v3. Nicely done from HASIB. They got the kills, sure. Little scrappy, allowed the plant, and certainly allowed entry into Arsenal. And the HASIB Warriors will get a defensive round. 2-5.
Yeah, they had a lot going for them in that particular round. Good trade initially onto Spidey, and despite not getting the res, HASIB piece was lurking inside of stock that entire round, and was then in a position to flank down from kitchen.
How do they just leave poor old Spidey time to just bleed out like that, though? I'm incredibly disappointed.
Defenders have located the diffuser.
Yeah, I don't know. Some tough love, I suppose.
Tough love.
You got down, that's your fault.
Yeah, but he made it down the hatch. He almost made it down 2 hatches, guys. But how often would you see a player get down in con and eventually then get revived in moto? Not often, if ever, actually.
It may not be possible. I don't know how quickly he first moved. Yeah, it may actually be physically impossible. I'm not sure.
Over to gym bedroom now for the 8th round. It's Spidey time. Having a good time. Well, actually not in that last round. But hey, maybe this round.
10 seconds left.
Well, in terms of the battle of the subs, he is trailing. Yao actually is pretty quietly chipped away at 5 kills so far in this match, so well done to him. Spidey just on the 1 thus far. Yao with a pretty critical role this round with the Thermite in play.
Oh, Yao looks fresh. He looks like a young gunner.
Oh yeah, he plays ranked for sure.
Well, I mean, I'd be surprised if he doesn't, but yeah. He does look very proficient. Somehow Taha has already taken a little bit of damage. Zuki just the 3 kills, a little quiet in this match. I know how good he can be. Is he still rated as a #1 player in Asia League this stage, guys?
Heading into this playday, he was, yeah.
Interesting. 3, 3, and 6. So all 6 assists, 3 deaths. Not awful. It'll be good for the cost and probably the EPS, but not exactly bragging out per se on the Ash this round, though. Given the license. Now on the move as they actually going to make an intriguing entry up. Well, a little love tap from Jackie Wu. I'm not gonna lie, for a split second, like a microsecond, I thought outline bug or something, but no, it was just a mistake, and well, poor Yao will fall and lose his life. What is going on this round?
Yeah, this roam clear has really been cooked up. Taha's hit some nice timings that Rival have not found. And he can just chill in bar now. Great as well of a Nitro from below. So these attacks so far from Rival have not been probably as clean and decisive as I expected.
Yeah, they only need the tertiary site though, and then get out of here and close up shop for the night. They might actually have to call in a favor from old mate Azuki though to go absolutely nuts at some point.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Taha is just free to roam. Repositions over towards lobby and suddenly could go up red later and go for a flank, and if they're not careful, Con could be perilous for them later on and being Rival. He also has the option of just backtracking through bar and going up main if they do hit site well. Mirror window still needs to be dealt with. 30 seconds.
You have an Ash charge, Azuki. Use your Ash charge. You're pinging it and then not clearing it.
Oh, here we go. Jackie Wu sensing maybe he can time the flanker coming up red stairs. Indeed he does. Reacts well enough. 15 seconds remaining in the round. It's not lots of time now for Rival, though. They're just going to have to brute force their way into sight. Songler pulls out the pistol.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Fuser has been picked back up and looking to be planted behind weights. Pistol shot again, looking to just keep control for as long as possible, but cannot control them for very long. Lovely double push from HASIB Warriors. They'll find a 3rd round after all.
Yeah, Rival are just straight trolling in that round. So many points there where they should have killed Taha down below. Bad timing, poor synchronization, bad comms. Then at the end, the mirror window not dealt with over towards Logi, which gave a huge boost to HASIB's win percentage the later round. We just saw how much information they were able to play off and the stronghold that it offered. And then Pistol out in the late round. Don't know if it was due to a reload, no ammo, either or. Again, another pretty big oversight from Rival that just again bolstered the win percent there for HASIB in the late round. And they played into that win condition really well. And to win that fight out, isolate the diffuser and deny the plant from going down. So good work from HASIB on the primaries. But crunch time now on tertiary. This will pretty much make or break their campaign for the year, HASIB. If Rival are able to walk away with this and give themselves another full rotation to complete the match, that's going to be one hell of a mountain for HASIB to climb.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, if there's ever a way to get back into a game like this, it's certainly clubhouse defense for HASIB Warriors.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So, Cash and CCTV, though, will be quite an important site now, quite an important round here in the 9th. If Rival lose this, then HASIB are cooking up some kind of comeback. But they've brought a pretty good lineup to deal with the garage hold where you got Capital, Grim, even the line to some degree, and Spidey Time's not having a good time.
A bomb has been located.
Drone deployed. Torch out.
I've trick on the wall then, pretty anticipated for this particular site, but a lot of its success is going to rest on clearing this Rafters position, but maybe not, as there's 2 picks elsewhere. And another pick to come through potentially here from Aha. Able to get one and escape though, so Sib will take that. Still working this main breach, mind you. Trick unsuccessful too. Finally up. Rafters now the next point of contention. They still have the Capita and the Grim, so expect a clinical clear here from Rival.
Oh, you say expect it. I don't know if I expect it, but I somewhat hope we get it. Engine does play into your expectations by getting that clinical kill. Azami dealt with, then goes for a peek here on the dock, doesn't find anything. Not a lot of information to play off as Bass is just stuck inside a CCTV. Good lounge pressure and, well, said lounge pressure gets a kill, courtesy of Jackie Wu on the buck. And it looks like match point will be looming in the background now for Rival Esports as they will conclude this 9th round with a victory. Baz, by his lonesome, on site, back in towards Cash, expecting pressure now from the garage site. He's full white. Nice little pop up, but can't find the kill as Yao is planting. Jackie Wu confirms the final kill from down below. Match point for Rival.
Match point locked in. And yeah, that mountain now very tough to climb. Unfortunately, we sort of expected it. The position they found themselves entering the half pretty much outlined this to be the expectation. I will say Rival on the primary sides, their attacks didn't look particularly convincing. Basement left quite a bit to be desired. There were still players up above when they were going for the execute. And then over towards Jim's bedroom, failing to clear a couple of key pieces of utility proof costly. This round's certainly not perfect either, but it's a high bar to set. Aha was able to find that pick over towards mini stairs, but outside of that, it was a rather clinical round.
Do you know who Spidey Time is?
Do I know who Spidey Time is?
Yeah.
This is a trick question.
Not quite. I mean, there is technically an answer to this. Do you want me to tell you who he is?
By attacker.
I do.
Yeah, well, for the blind, he is light. For the hungry, he is bread. For the sick, he is the cure. For the lonely, he is company. For the sad, he is joy. For the prisoner, he is freedom. For the poor, he is treasure. Most importantly, me, He is everything.
Which Twitch user did you steal that from?
Look, all I'm saying is that
Is the entire
Spidey
chat
time,
spamming that?
potentially.
Wow, okay.
All I'm saying is there's a new,
You could be the piece of the puzzle.
there is a new fan favorite when it comes to Asia League.
Is it your favorite?
I said it. For me, he is everything.
That answers my question.
It's a shame, though, that we may never get to see him again. It actually kind of breaks my heart.
Yeah.
As a substitute for a team that's just not going to play playoffs, I hope everyone is prepared that this could very well be the last round of Spidey time.
I'm ready. I think Rival have probably dragged this match on a little longer than it deserved.
Ooh.
And it may well still have more legs in it, with Songlar forfeiting the kit over towards stock. They, again,
legs?
did not clear stock properly.
You can worry less about this now.
A very winnable round now for HASIB Warriors. Although Yao can certainly get some work in over towards Kitchen with the skeleton key.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Definitely feels like the kind of match in which Suzuki has certainly been lacking in his fire department. He's just playing a different role tonight, trying to do the team stuff first and foremost. Full-blown
Attackers recovered the bomb.
bunker on site for HASIB Warriors. No one roaming, no one moving.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
5 players to clear for Rival. Down a man at the moment. Suzuki does have the diffuser.
The attackers bomb diffuser
Some
has
pressure
been dropped.
towards blue, but it's looking like a rotate over towards dirt.
My toxic babes are in position.
I mean, Izuku could go big from this position, but I wouldn't be hedging my bet on it.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Likely to be a use drop down hatch. Spidey time steps up though over towards dirt.
This is his time. Swing him! Yes! The Spider can swing with aggression and precise timing. He has found 2 very important kills, and maybe more will be required of him. No, HASIB wants peace. Will conclude the round. This one's not over. I haven't heard that bell.
I think, isn't there a common saying in sports, it isn't over until the fat lady sings?
Yep.
Well, in this case, it's probably if the fat man yells, being you.
Wow.
Being the match-winning call. Where you
Some
yell. Some would say.
Some would say, others would say when Dev growls. I don't know. It doesn't always have to be about me.
Oh, you are casting this game?
I am, and Dev's not.
Yeah, Dev only did 2 tonight, which is...
I don't know how he's managed to only do 2 again. First time it was questionable. Second time is just downright disrespectful.
Seconds remaining.
You know there's someone watching this that thinks we're being serious right now.
Oh, I don't think so. I mean,
This is
well,
a nice play. Engine, by the way.
I think most people who are
Kind
watching
of.
this are watching for Spidey time. Let's be real.
Well, he did have a big moment in dirt, actually, so shout out to him. Good usage of the canister utility and the shotgun up close.
Mm-hmm.
Azuki going negative. So, it's actually, you know, on the scale of competitiveness, this match is actually
Out to locate a bomb
been
and
quite good.
defuse it.
It's actually a bit of a surprise that they're trailing in this position, given they've been able to shut down the Danger Man. I suppose a testament to the rest of Rivals stepping up, having good games. Yao as well, the sub. Being quite content with his performance. And this may well just be the case of teams not having the proficiency to attack into the primaries, and the game will be decided on the tertiary of cash.
Feels like it always is. It's like the modern day kids' dorms, isn't it? We haven't got Oregon anymore to talk about where it all comes down to business, but Cash and CCTV for Clubhouse feels like it's one of the most important sites in Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Spidey time inside a bathroom. Big extension on the bandit because he has been opened up, but he still holds his position.
Serious drywall work coming up.
Come on, Spidey. This is your moment. This is a big position to play as well, guys.
Yeah. If you were subbing for my team, I wouldn't be putting you in this kind of
Oh,
position.
no,
because it is very important.
I would not be there. No.
You'd be playing.
Bench.
I actually don't know where I'd put you in as a sub. On this site.
It's a tough site.
I think I'd just throw you over towards top red, and if you waste a bit of time, so be it. But if you
That's
die,
true,
it's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
Play
red
the extension.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Swapping mags.
Maybe if you wanted to put me, you could say like stash or something and just play behind a shield. Stop a logistic drop or try and deny a bit of top main pressure.
Oh, Azuki.
Hazuki's going for a lurk.
Big moment.
No one
No
watching.
barbed wire. Oh no. He's good for 2 here.
He's good to just kind of hold the angle right now. We've still got 60 seconds left. Oh, he does spot a freebie though. Baz, there's the entry. About to be full white though as he tried to go for the swing in towards Stash. Where's Spidey time? He's dead. He lost his battle in towards Bathroom. It's a 2v4 as the cash just flows around Din. Yao looking for the plan inside a gym in a 2v3. Is there a denial? No. Double stack over towards main through the hallway for HASIB Warriors. Taha though with a big kill. One inside a con. Jackie Wu. Well, Yao is on the exterior. The swing unsuccessful, and Jackie Wu's too good. Taha with a light tap, but didn't even get a sound cue as Jackie Wu prone in con closes this one out. It was a grand old time. It was a great time. For Rival, it was amazing. For others, it was Spidey. Unfortunately for Spidey and co, their time has run out. They will not make the playoffs. The HASIB Warriors are done and dusted. Next week will be their final play day for Asia League.
Yeah, certainly a bitter-sweet conclusion to that one, Rob. But it's another day of Asia done, so smiles all around.
I've just seen the reaction. We're on a delay, Rob. I've just seen the reaction to the most wholesome thing ever of Spidey clutching up a double kill in what was it, the 8th round?
Is the chat popping off?
They went off. Well done, chat. All I can say is well done.
I think I was more invested in the storylines than I was creating by the end of that. Look, obviously, we love our we love our competition, but we love our individuals in these teams even more. Sometimes it just takes a special someone, Jake, and today that was Spidey. But it's not enough. Rival Esports did exactly what we needed them to, and would you say that's all but convincing from Rival? Maybe dragged it on a bit.
Job done. Didn't play at their best, but still got the job done. HASIB had some good moments. Both teams, of course, with the sub, not ideal conditions. Yep. Clubhouse can play very structured and methodical and pretty defaulty and same. So I think for Rival, they can certainly play better. They're probably not going to walk away from that game thinking that was, their best siege. But, to still get the win against the team fighting for their spot in the playoff, I think it says everything. Zuki DCing at the start of the game after, the first couple of rounds, they were very clinical, very clean. So then a long rehost. In the end, I think for Rival, they got the job done and a huge game next week.
It certainly will be. We've got Jackie Wu on the line to break this one down. Jackie Wu, obviously we spoke to you just yesterday and spirits were high. I could imagine you're pretty happy with this match as well.
Yeah, I think in the mid round, we have some troubles, but yeah, we fix it eventually. And today is the unlucky day. Scarlet cannot log in his game. I don't know what happened, internet problems. And during the second round, I think, Azuki was internet problem boom again. I don't know. Today is not a good day, but I think we still performs well. And Yao is his first stage, first game. He's played actually quite good compared to me for the first time entering the pro league. Yeah, they're quite impressive to be honest, but still have a lot of things to learn and to learn how to deal some situation or turbulence for the team, whatever.
Turbulence in the team, Jackie Reed. That's not what I expected to hear. Obviously, you guys now have secured yourself a spot in the playoffs. So how do you go about maybe addressing some of those concerns? Because in a best of 3, if those issues arise, it can be so difficult to, make a comeback and improve over that short period of time.
Actually, I think we improve a lot already. Like during like play day 1 until now, I think like the team give us lots of like how to say, like I feel like it's really good. Like the mistake is already not like often, not happen oftenly. I mean, and yeah, like everyone is listening the call, and I don't know, everyone just performing like really well like these 2 days. But I'm not quite sure like for the playoff. I'm not even think like we can make it to the playoff, but yeah, just
You
like
made the playoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
I
You're
didn't
in.
expect.
You're in.
I didn't.
You're
I
in.
didn't expect that, but I mean, everyone was impressed. Impressed like me. Like
Yeah.
they performed really well.
I just wanted to kind of ask about probably a two-parter. I'll start with the first one, which is essentially going into playoffs. Now it's going to be best of 3s. I mean, I know it's still got play day 7, etc., but you guys have, of course, now locked in your position in the playoffs. Do you feel as if you, as a team, are prepared to have the map pool to compete in playoffs when it does go to best of 3s? And the second question as well, which is a different one, is about Yao and his potential to say maybe join full time, say next year, for example, if that's a possibility.
I think Yao is quite good for like personal, but for like any like team play or he's still learning like from I don't know like 20% only. And for like playoff best of 3, I think we slightly have enough map pool to play against like playoff, but we still have like to. I think I'm not actually worried about like the pool, like the map pool things. I just think like if we do like team working like really well, like even we're playing some other team like they are good at this map, but we still we good at team play. Like I think you still have chance to win or like compete. Like so I don't think map pool is the problem. Yeah,
The
if
big
we
one
like do
for-
really well. Yeah.
The big thing for me, obviously, you've got your biggest test tomorrow, right? Or not tomorrow, sorry, next play day. You go up against Bleed. This is arguably the one that everyone waits for all stage. Are you excited for it? Are you nervous? What's the preparation like?
Yeah. For the next play day, I think it's gonna be like interesting, and I think I'm just gonna tell them like just have fun, like like
Yeah.
Bleed is like the top tier team right now in SEA.
Yep.
And they've been to the other like so many international tournament, like they bring like the meta like beyond like everyone. And if we could just like it's a good chance to like play with them, like so I think no matter win or loss, like it's still a good like double win for us.
Yeah.
Like because we secured the playoff already, so I mean like we could just learn and see how they deal like problems, or like I don't know, like, and they can trying to like achieve their limit playing against like the high tier team. Like I would like to see how my team or like even like Yao like performing like still on top tier against like good team. Oh my god.
No. It makes sense. I mean, the fact of the matter is, it is going to be our biggest challenge, and I don't think that anyone can shy away from that. Now, Jackie, this may be the last time we speak to you until playoffs. So, is there anything you would like to say before we let you go?
I think still like thanks for everyone supporting us, and we're trying to make you happy. Like even we lost, but just don't blame us too much because we're just new to the siege. And yeah, like tell Hinjin to work hard because like he always nervous, and I was kindly impressed that like he won like the clutch today, like at the first round or second round, I forgot. I was telling that take a deep breath because he never won a clutch like during any scrims and like actual games, so it's quite it's quite impressive.
We love it.
We
love to hear it.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, Jackie, we'll let you go. Best of luck in your game next week, and we'll
Thanks,
see you in
Jackie.
playoffs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
All smiles all around, even on the casting desk. It's not.
Okay,
very often
look,
you
look.
get
Can I be
smiles.
honest? I saw a message and I was
I
thinking about it for a
saw-
while. I saw a message immediately when the game ended, in Twitch chat, and it said, "I can't wait to see Spidey time at SI." Well, I'm sorry to break your hearts to the South Asian fans, but unfortunately, there is no chance outside of SI qualifiers LCQ now for him or anyone from South Asia to make Six Invitational. That is the grim reality with both teams now out of contention for Montreal.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
is a
awful,
little bit
Rob.
disappointing. Yeah, well, here we go. Hang on.
I
Why
like
do you feel
lost.
awful?
I lost it. You know, me and you, we get the giggles. We're
We
just
are
like that. And
like children.
And when we get the giggles, we can't contain it. I was just reading chat. They've lost their minds that we're not getting a Spidey time interview. Oh no!
Oh,
I feel
holy
bad for Jackie. Look, what a game! What a game! It was one that happened in the. I don't know how the MVP, by the way. I don't want to throw Prod under the bus, but clearly, Spidey time MVP for HASIB.
I know.
Come on now.
Unbelievable. They've done him absolutely dirty.
Absolutely done him dirty.
Would you? I like just throwing it out there. Could we potentially get could we get him back in cosplay? Do you reckon that's something we could?
Well, the thing is, there's still a whole nother play day, right? So maybe there is a world in which Spidey time will